Good morning. I hope you're there undrafted. Lovely Thursday today. Hi, Susanna. Good to see you. I just got my cup of coffee too undrafted. Undrafted. Hi, Norma. Welcome. You're very welcome. We're just waiting for a few more people before we start asking trivia questions. Hi, 222 I forgot what was your name. Brent, wasn't it? Brent. Yes. Yes, I remember it was Brent. Just took me a second. Old age. Our brains are a bit slower. So we are 1, 2, 3 people. One more and then we'll start with the questions. How's the weather in your area, Brent? We are having a much better day today. It being 26 instead of 46. So we can all smile again. Because we can breathe. Couldn't breathe in 46. We're still waiting for the rain though. No rain yet. Hello, Joseph. Or Jose. Jose. Hi, Louis. Okay, we can start today's game. First question. Listen carefully. Who said, well done is better than well said? He was a famous person, of course. Who said, well done is better than well said? Anyone want to take a guess? Yes, Brent, it was Franklin. That's a good start. Everyone, say hi to Norma. She's new to our channel. I know you're always guessing lucky guesses. It was Benjamin Franklin. Second question. What is geographically largest US state? What is the geographically largest US state? Anyone want to take a guess? Yes, undrafted. It's Alaska. Alaska is the geographically largest US state. Alaska. Next one. What movie famously ends with the line, well, nobody's perfect? What movie famously ends with the line, well, nobody's perfect? Well, ain't that true? Yes, Brent, it's Some Like It Hot. Good one. Some Like It Hot. Next question. What are the 3 flavors in Neapolitan ice cream? What are the 3 flavors in Neapolitan ice cream? Except for the one, the other two are my favorites. Yes, Brent. Strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. I don't like chocolate, but I like strawberry and vanilla. What was the name of the very first Saturday morning cartoon? What was the name of the very first Saturday morning cartoon? Didn't even know about this. I don't know this one. No, it wasn't Sesame Street. What was the name of the very first Saturday morning cartoon? Not Sesame Street. I can give you a clue, but then you'll know it immediately. No, it wasn't Looney Tunes. It hops. That's the clue I'm giving. It hops. No, it wasn't Tom and Jerry. Not at all. Why is nobody else saying hi? It's Crusader Rabbit. Like I said, I don't even know this cartoon. Crusader Rabbit was the first Saturday morning cartoon. Crusader Rabbit. No, Raymond, it wasn't Mickey Mouse. Hi, Raymond. How are you? Welcome. Does anybody here know the cartoon Crusader Rabbit? I sure don't. Never seen it. Next question. What breakfast cereal commercials dialogue ended with the line, "He likes it, hey Mikey"? What breakfast cereal commercials dialogue ended with the line, "He likes it, hey Mikey"? Yes, Life cereal. Raymond, you are correct. Hi, Michigander. How are you, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. You been busy? Next question. What was Charlotte's first message in her web in Charlotte's Web? What was Charlotte's first message in her web in Charlotte's Web? Okay. No clue who they talking about. Your channel is blocked? What you saying? They are tough today, Brent, some of them. Hi, Andy. You better find Alexa, Andy. The questions are difficult today. The answer here is some pig. Like I said, I don't even know this thing. I have no idea. Where are my keys? Yeah, Ice. How are you, Ice? What soft drink was billed as the real thing? What soft drink was billed as the real thing? We all know this. Yes. Coca-Cola. Yes. Brent. It's Coca-Cola. I wouldn't know this because it's not something I drink, but you guys might know it. Which ingredient do you adjust in a martini to make it dry or wet? Which ingredient do you adjust in a martini to make it dry or wet? No, it's not olive. It's not olive. There's a city in USA with the same name of this. Which ingredient do you adjust in a martini to make it dry or wet? No, it's not gin. Shaken, not stirred. You should be shaken, not stirred, Ice. Shake those brain cells loose. I'm going to give you the answer because I can see you don't know it. Yes, Brent. Brent answered just before I was going to say. Spelled a little wrong, but I know what you mean. Next question. Which fast food restaurant's commercial asked, "Where's the beef?" As stupid as you, Andy. Which fast food restaurant's commercial asked, "Where's the beef?" Yes, it's Wendy's. Brent is correct. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. Try and get some answers. It was Wendy's. Oh, now this one is very easy, this question. What type of dog is Scooby-Doo? We've had it before. What type of dog is Scooby-Doo? Yes, please hit the like, everyone. It helps. Yes, Brent, it's a Great Dane. Andy knew it too. Brent and Andy. Cartoon dog. Yeah. You're technically correct, Ice. Okay. I'm going to ask this one, but I don't think anyone will know it. Because I, for one, had no clue what they are talking about. But I'm going to ask the question, maybe someone knows. What are the ingredients in a boulevardier? What are the ingredients in a boulevardier? If I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'll type it for you. What's the ingredients in that? No, it's not trifle. The one part vermouth is correct, Brent, but the other part isn't correct. I'm going to say, because I suppose it's a drink, from what I can see here, bourbon, Campari, and sweet vermouth. Bourbon, Campari, and sweet vermouth. I don't know this drink, never heard of it before. No idea. Must be something fancy. Which state has the northernmost latitude in the States? Which state has the northernmost latitude in the States, in the United States? The northernmost latitude. Yes, Minnesota, Brent. You're right. It says Minnesota. In AKC dog shows, what group would a Rottweiler be in? In AKC dog shows, what group would a Rottweiler be in? Perhaps the most vicious dogs? I don't know. Killers? No, Louis. A Rottweiler. In AKC dog shows, what group would a Rottweiler be in? Not killers. But they are killers, if you ask me. That's the one dog I'm very uncomfortable around, is a Rottweiler. I don't trust them. They're too quiet. They're very quiet, and then they just pounce on you. They're not barkers. In AKC dog shows, what group would a Rottweiler be in? Well, I'm going to tell you because it looks like nobody knows. Working group. Rottweilers are in the working group. Yeah, well, they do their work of watching over your stuff very well. I had a friend who had 3 Rottweilers. And they would, when somebody comes in the gate, you don't even know they are dogs. They hide in the bushes and they wait. They wait for you to come in, close the gate, and then they pounce you out of the blue. They used to give me a heart attack every time. That's why I say I don't trust them. They don't make a sound waiting for you. Next question. What 3 crops, when planted together, are known as the 3 sisters? What 3 crops, when planted together, are known as the 3 sisters? I'm sure you guys know, or guess if you don't know. It's beans and corn, but not wheat, Brent. You miss out with the wheat. It's corn and beans and something else. Okay, I will tell you. It's corn, beans, and squash. Corn, beans, and squash together are known as the 3 sisters. Well, we learn something new every day, don't we? In Major League Baseball, how far is it from the pitcher's mound to home plate? In Major League Baseball, how far is it from the pitcher's mound to home plate? Yes, 60 feet, 6 inches. Very correct. Are you a baseball fan, Brent? One league. Who declined the 1964 Nobel Prize for Literature? Who declined the 1964 Nobel Prize for Literature? Knowing the exact inches kind of gave you away. No, it wasn't Harper Lee. Who declined the 1964 Nobel Prize for Literature? I don't think anyone knows this person. I never heard of him. So I'm going to give the answer. Jean-Paul Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre, whoever he was. Don't even know who he is. Aha! Next one you guys will know, or should know. What is the British dish of sausages and mashed potato better known as in the UK? Was he a philosopher? Then I should have known him because I thought I know all. Hi, Naomi. Good to see you. How are you? No, it's not shepherd's pie. What is the British dish of sausages and mashed potato better known as in the UK? Yes, ice. Bangers and mash. Bangers and mash. Whatever it's called, it sounds nice. I love sausages and I love mashed potatoes, so it just will go well together. Hi, Grumpy. How are you? Welcome. Grumpy. Hello, Share Bear. You doing good today? Feeling better? Hi, Todd. Hi, Kelly. Daisy May, Kelly. Thank you, Daisy. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Mint. How are you? Okay, let me ask the next question. What did Jack Dempsey do before he was a boxer? What did Jack Dempsey do before he was a boxer? Hi, Kelly Heard. All came over from Daisy May's channel. Thank you, Daisy. Welcome, Kelly Heard. Janitor, no. You'd be surprised to know. Hi, Christy Hunt. Let me write names down. Christy. I'm going to ask the question again. Hello, Sabine. Good to see you. How are you? How's the weather, should I ask? Is it rainy there? What did Jack Dempsey do before he was a boxer? Hi, Lisa. I'm doing well, and you? I'm feeling a bit better today. It's not so hot. It's only 26 degrees today, so I'm smiling. Okay, I'm going to give the answer. It doesn't look like anyone knows. Jack Dempsey used to be a copper miner. Jack Dempsey used to be a copper miner before he was a boxer. Next question. What is the name of the oldest commissioned warship still afloat? What is the name of the oldest commissioned warship still afloat? You said Minerment? Where? Oh, I missed that one. I was busy making people blue. So I meant you got that one. Sorry. Great. Sorry, I missed that one. It happens. Thank you, Lisa. You're making me blush. Anyone guessed and I missed it? What is the name of the oldest commissioned warship still afloat? Yes, Todd, the USS Constitution. Todd, I haven't even written your name yet, Todd. And you answered. Welcome, Todd. What branch of the US military boasts the Blue Angels? Now you know, Brent. It's still afloat. What branch of the US military boasts the Blue Angels? No, it's not Air Force. It's not Air Force. So there aren't many other choices, are there? Thank you, Kelly. Yes, Brent, it's the Navy, of course. The Navy is the Blue Angels. What is the most abundant element in the universe? What is the most abundant element in the universe? It's not nitrogen. You almost got it, Brent. No, it's not gold. What is the most abundant element in the universe? Yes, Brent, it's hydrogen. Hydrogen. Where's Andy? Did he rage quit again? It's hydrogen. What type of fruit is a pomelo? What type of fruit is a pomelo? It's not a melon. It's not very clean, is it, Todd? What type of fruit is a pomelo? It's not a passion fruit. I also didn't know this. I see the answer and I thought I would never have guessed it. What type of fruit? Okay, I'm going to give the answer. It's a citrus. The pomelo is a citrus. It's with the citrus family. Next question. What type of moss hangs from tree branches throughout the south? It's a specifically named moss. What type of moss hangs from tree branches throughout the south? You kind of need a degree today, Ice. But you guys always complain it's too easy. So I thought, like, let me make it a little bit more difficult. Yes, Barry. Hello. And you are correct. Just comes in and hit it on the dot. Spanish moss. Let me take a sip of coffee. Sorry that you have to listen to that. Where is the tallest known living tree in the world located? Where is the tallest known living tree in the world located? Wonder if anyone would know this. We actually want the name of the park, not the city. I don't know if this park is in California. Where is the tallest known living tree in the world located? And the answer is a park. Can anyone? Yes, Redwood National Park. That's correct, Todd. Okay, where did I put Todd's name? There, you got it, Todd. What are the 3 states of matter? What are the 3 states of matter? I'm sure it's Woody Goldberg. All the answers must be Woody Goldberg. No, it was the Redwood National Park, Mint. They are incredible. I've seen it on photos. No, Barry. Listen to the question carefully, Barry. Liquid, solid, and gas. All right, Todd, you've got it. The 3 states of matter. Oh, it was a joke. Louis, brave, scared, and idiot. Is that all that matters? Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes. Brent, you had it first. Sorry, it's not Todd. Brent had it first. Alabama matters. It does. I like Alabama. I follow a couple that farms in Alabama. I've been following them for 8 years. They're lovely people and their friends are lovely and the place is lovely. What is the most populated US state? What is the most populated US state? Yes, I saw you had it, Brent. I gave you the point. Yes, it's California, Brent. Barry, you've got some competition with Brent around. Next question. What country makes the most wine? Italy, France, or the US? What country makes the most wine? Italy, France, or the US? Italy is right, Brent. Italy makes the most wine. In basketball, when you dribble the ball with both hands, what is it called? In basketball, when you dribble the ball with both hands, what is it called? It's very obvious. Yes, Barry, it's double dribble. Double dribble. What airline did Northwest Airlines merge with in 2010? What airline did Northwest Airlines merge with in 2010? It's a well-known airline. Not Pacific, no. Not American. What airline did Northwest Airlines merge with in 2010? Lisa, why don't you try and answer some of the questions? What airline did Northwest Airlines merge with in 2010? Not JetBlue. Also not Qantas. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. Delta. They merged with Delta. I bet you are kicking your backside now. I'm sure you knew that one. Okay. Now we're going to try something fun. I'm going to ask you 50s history questions. See how many of it you know. Lots of stuff happened in the 50s, so how much do you know about? Let's see. Which president of the United States was in office from January 20, 1953 to January 20, 1961? Yes, try. Which president of the United States was in office from January 20, 1953 to January 2061? Yes, Barry, Eisenhower. I want to ask, but I'm not going to ask. But I want to ask. How old are you, Barry? Let me ask. I want to know. It's Eisenhower. And Brent has also got it. You guys were at the same time. It was Eisenhower. Which disease did Dr. John Salk successfully create a vaccine for in 1952? Oh, we all know this one. Which disease did Dr. Jonas Salk successfully create a vaccine for in 1952? Barry, polio. That's correct. It's polio. And Brent has also got it right. Next question. What was the name of the first satellite launched into orbit by Russia in 1957? We all know it. I knew it even. I know the name of this satellite. Yes, Brent. Sputnik. You're right. I didn't know it was launched in 1957, but I knew its name. So I would have guessed it anyway. I'm not good with the dates. Next question. Listen carefully. Who overthrew Fulgencio Batista in 1959 and became dictator of Cuba? We all know his name. Who overthrew Fulgencio Batista in 1959 and became dictator of Cuba? Yes, Brent, it's Castro. Fidel Castro. Barry has got it fully right. What year did Disneyland open? In what year did Disneyland open? You were right, Lisa. It was Castro. What year did Disneyland open? No, it was in 1958. Close, but not. Take a wild guess. It's in the 50s, yes. But what year? What year did Disneyland open? Hi, Darren. Good to see you. In what year did it open for the first time? Yes, Lisa, 1955. You are right. Well done, Lisa. Oh, I didn't even write. Oh, I've got her name. Lisa is 1 point. 1955. What famous explorer first climbed Mount Everest in 1953? What famous explorer first climbed Mount Everest in 1953? Yes, Barry. Hillary. Sir Edmund Hillary. Barry. Where's Barry's name? There's his name. And Brent has also got it. I'm not going to ask. I don't think anyone will know this one about the Soviet Union. I'm not going to ask it. What is the name of the woman who refused to give up her seat on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955? Huh? Who cares? What is the name of the woman who refused to give up her seat on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955? Parks. Yes, Rosa Parks. I don't know anything about this. Barry, you got it. What's this about? Something I missed in history. Oh, okay, I sorted something. So I presume she was non-white. Am I right? Ah. Next question. Which member of the royal family became head of state in Great Britain in 1953? How much earlier are his answers coming in than mine? About half a minute. I mean, minute. Yes, minute. Barry came in 4:38. Yeah, it says here, and you came 4:39. But most often yours comes at the same time. It could be my line, Brent, my internet line. I have a Telcom landline internet line. So, yes, do that. Which member of the royal family became head of state in Great Britain in 1953? It wasn't Prince Andrew, no. Brent, you are right, Elizabeth. It was Elizabeth. She became the head of state, Queen Elizabeth II. Now, some 50s music question. I wanted to try something. You were surprisingly doing well with the 50s. Okay, here goes. Which famous song sung by Doris Day was introduced in the 1956 Hitchcock thriller The Man Who Knew Too Much? Which famous song sung by Doris Day was introduced in the 1956 Hitchcock thriller The Man Who Knew Too Much? I'm sure you guys know the song. I'm sure. Anybody? Why did so many people leave? Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. I'm sure some of you have heard the song. What singer had a country music chart hit with 16 tons in 1955? What singer had a country music chart hit with 16 tons in 1955? I don't think we would know any of these things, do we? I'm going to say Tennessee Ernie Ford. Never heard of him. Tennessee Ernie Ford. Never heard of him. I don't think these are. It's before our time. Which group had a hit with Twilight Time in 1958? Which group had a hit with Twilight Time in 1958? Anybody? The Platters. Was the Platter. Which smoky voice singer sang Too Young in 1951? We all know this guy's name. Which smoky voice singer sang Too Young in 1951? No, it wasn't Willie Nelson. But I'm sure you know the guy, or you know the guy's name. So I'm giving you a chance for another guess. No, it wasn't. It was a guy. It's not Whoopi Goldberg. Nat King Cole. It was Nat King Cole. I'm sure you guys know him or know about him. No, I'm not going to ask any. I don't think we would know any of these. I'm putting that one side. Which aspiring rock and roll singer appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1956 but could only be shown from the waist up? Very famous rock and roll singer. Which aspiring rock and roll singer appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show in 19... Yes, Brent, Elvis Presley. I wonder why they could show him only from the waist up. Weird, isn't that? Who was it? Brent. Which rising young star from the movie Rebel Without a Cause died in an automobile accident in 1955? We all know this one too. Which rising young star from the movie Rebel Without a Cause died in an automobile accident in 1955? Correct, Brent. It's James Dean. James Dean. I think my internet is lagging a lot. Which television game show first aired in 1956 and is still running today? Hi, When Larry Sings. Good to see you. When Larry Sings. I think so, Lisa. They were very conservative those days. No, it's not Jeopardy. Which television game show first aired in 1956 and is still running today? Yes, The Price is Right, When Larry Sings. When The Price is Right is correct. What famous baseball player married Marilyn Monroe in 1954? What famous baseball player married Marilyn Monroe in 1954? Yes, Brent DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio. You are doing very well. Brent. And I bet you are all just guessing. What piece of women's clothing named after a dog became popular in the 1950s? Okay, this is very funny. Oh, what piece of women's clothing named after a dog became popular in the 1950s? Never heard of it, but it sounds funny, and I'm going to look it up. I'm definitely going to look this one up. Come on, guys. It wasn't a song, Jeans or Dingoes. It was called a poodle skirt. A poodle skirt. Can you imagine that? I want to look what that looked like. A poodle skirt. What teen idol sang Cookie Cookie Lend Me Your Comb? Okay. What teen idol sang Cookie Cookie Lend Me Your Comb? Don't ask me to sing, I can't sing. His name is in the question. What teen idol sang Cookie Cookie Lend Me Your Comb? His name was Ed Cookie Burns. Ed Cookie Burns. Ed Cookie Burns, it says. What type of hat or cap did both Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone wear on TV in the 50s? What type of hat or cap did both Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone wear on TV in the 50s? When cookies sing. Uh-huh. What type of hat or cap did both Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone wear on TV in the 50s? Take a wild guess. I'm going to say, since it doesn't look like anyone. Oh, we are down to 2 people. What happened? Let me just freshen up. 1 second, everybody. Is the questions too hard today? No, you didn't say it, Brent. It's coonskin. They wore coonskin hats. What was the name of the circular plastic 1950s toy that was placed around the waist and operated by gyrating the hips? You didn't have it right, Larry. Yeah. Yes, it's a hula hoop, Brent. Hula hoop. I used to play with it too when I was a teenager. In 1964, Jack Ruby was convicted of murdering which other accused assassin? In 1964, Jack Ruby was convicted of murdering which other accused assassin? Yes, Lee Harvey Oswald. You are right, Brent. It's Brent again. Israeli forces defeated Arab forces in this extremely short but decisive war that took place in June 1967. What is the name of that war? Israeli forces defeated Arab forces in this extremely short but decisive war that took place in June 1967. What is the name of that war? You almost had it right, Brent. Almost. You got the amount of days wrong. It was the 6 Days War. The 6 Days War, yes. It's the shortest war ever recorded. 6 days. What was the name of the conflict in 1961 in which CIA-trained forces tried but failed to invade Cuba and overthrow Fidel Castro? What was the name of the conflict in 1961 in which CIA-trained forces tried but failed to invade Cuba and overthrow Fidel Castro? Bay of Pigs, you are right, Brent. Man, you are a Wikipedia in your head. You have Wikipedia in your head. Oh, what was those books called? Who was assassinated on November 1963? Who was assassinated in November 1963? Yes, Brent, Kennedy. What new type of telephone was invented in 1963? What new type of telephone was invented in 1963? Looks like a lot of things happened in that year. I was also born in 1963. Not a rotary phone, no. No, not a mobile, Louis. A lot of things happened in the year I was born, by the looks of it. A bat phone. No, Barry, not a bat phone. A touch tone. A touch tone was invented in 1963. Who delivered the famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963? Who delivered the famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963? We all know this guy's name. Yes. Barry, MLK. I don't know who is that. So I'm going to take Brent's answer. Martin Luther King. You got it, Brent. What iconic anti-war novel did Joseph Heller publish in 1961? What iconic anti-war novel did Joseph Heller publish in 1961? Yes, Brent. Catch 22. That's correct. Catch 22. Russia imprisoned Gary Powers in 1960 for spying. What type of plane did he fly? Russia imprisoned Gary Powers in 1960 for spying. What type of plane did he fly? It's not fighter plane is not the answer. Come and take a guess. Of course, it must have been an airplane, Barry. Okay, I don't think you guys know the name of it. It says here U-2. It was a U-2 plane. U-2. What did the US Postal Service add in 1963 that is part of every address today? What did the US Postal Service add in 1963 that is part of every address today? Yes, Brent, it's a zip code. Okay, so they started with the zip codes. Clever. Next question. Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in 1960? Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in 1960? Take a guess. Wasn't West Side Story, no. Wasn't Wizard of Oz. I don't think that was in 1960, Louis, was it? No, it's not Ben-Hur. Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in 1960? The Apartment. I don't think I saw that one, or maybe I did. The Apartment. I like watching old movies. Which actor won the Oscar for Best Actor for his role in the 1962 film To Kill a Mockingbird? Which actor won the Oscar for Best Actor for his role in the 1962 film To Kill a Mockingbird? Yes, Brent, it's Peck. Gregory Peck. And Barry has got it. See, they again, you guys came in on my line at exactly the same time and same seconds. I think Barry was a second behind. Yeah, it's all about the internet lines. I know it happens on other people's trivia and quizzes and stuff too. Which film was the highest grossing release of 1963, yet still lost money because it was one of the most expensive films ever made? Which film was the highest grossing release of 1963, yet still lost money because it was one of the most expensive films ever made? Was not Ben-Hur? Very famous woman name. Yes, Barry. Cleopatra. Shame, so they lost money on it. Who played the role of Norman Bates in the 1960 horror movie Psycho? Who played the role of Norman Bates in the 1960 horror movie Psycho? Yes, it's Anthony Perkins. Yes, it's Anthony Perkins. You got that, Brent? It was Anthony Perkins. What was the name of Butch Cassidy's gang in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? What was the name of Butch Cassidy's gang in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? You definitely earned that one, Brent. Whoopi Goldberg. No. Yes, Barry, it's Hole in the Wall. You got that one, Barry. They were known as the Hole in the Wall Gang. Hi, Angela. Good to see you at the end. Thanks for coming. What type of airplane appears in Doctor Strangelove? Haha. Wonder if you're going to guess this one right. What type of airplane appears in Doctor Strangelove? It's not a bomber. No. It's not a helicopter. No. What type of airplane appears in Doctor Strangelove? It's not a 747. You're on the right track, Brent, but it's not a 747. It's a Boeing B-52. A Boeing B-52. Never heard of that one, but a Boeing B-52. Who landed at 17 Cherry Tree Lane in a well-known Walt Disney movie from 1964? Aha! Who landed at 17 Cherry Tree Lane in a well-known Walt Disney movie from 1964? Yes, Brent. Mary Poppins. Yes, a vintage airplane must be, Angela, because I never heard of a Boeing B-52. Way before my time. And you're right, Brent, it's Mary Poppins. What famous actor starred in Lilies of the Field and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Aha! What famous actor starred in Lilies of the Field and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? We all know this actor, I'm sure. Yes, it's Poitier, Sidney Poitier. I don't know how you pronounce it exactly. So you are right, Brent and Barry. Okay. What, last question. What 1968 movie co-starred a computer named HAL? What 1968 movie co-starred a computer named HAL? No, it's not 2001. What 1968 movie co-starred a computer named HAL? Hal. Or Hull. The answer is yes, Brent. A Space Odyssey. It says here Space. Oh, 2001 Space Odyssey. You are correct, Brent. That's it. Let me see how far ahead Brent is today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 26, 28. 32, Brent. You got 32. That's a record. Congratulations. Barry came in very late, but still made quite a few points. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 for Barry, 2 for Todd, and a few others have 1. So Barry is the champion today. Congratulations, Barry. Thank you all for coming. Have a nice rest of the day. Enjoy your day. Love you all. Bye-bye. If Barry was earlier, we would have had a good competition between Barry and Brent. Brent was here from the start. I'm sure Barry can give him a good go. And if we have Susie in here, it will be madness, I'm sure, because she's fast too. And she knows a lot. I one day want to make a competition between the three of you. Have the three of you on here asking you questions. Who is game for that? Barry and Brent? Barry, Brent, and Susie. That would be a great competition. Don't you think? For something, we'll think of something. That would be so much fun, I'm sure. Hi, Genj. I'm on the way out. I think I'll have a talk with Susie and we see when we can arrange it for. She's a weapon. She's fast. But so is Barry and so is Brent. So That would be great fun, I'm sure. Yes, she's very fast. Okay, I'll talk to her and we'll see what we can arrange. Love you all. Have a nice day. You'll have to do better than guessing, Brent, because she's super fast and so is Barry. Bye bye.